Good morning, everybody. So we are doing our daily love reading, daily dose. I've already pulled out the cards because I'm going to do a little more in detail one. So the tarot cards we have today is the Death card with the underlying as the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about a missed opportunity, turning our back on something. And the Death card, of course, is something ending, something transforming. So you could be at a end of a relationship, ended a relationship, or a separation here. It looks like you might either feel like you have missed out on something, or you actually turned your back on this relationship. So some relationship here is ending, or has ended, or is in separation. We do have the King of Wands as well as the Five of Wands. So this was pretty passionate, pretty passionate relationship, but there was something lacking. Something came in, it might have been very passionate in the beginning, and then something started lacking or missing. Because we do have the Lovers card, which is, of course, two harmonious relationships, but it's reversed. So it became it wasn't harmonious anymore. It wasn't balanced. It could have been because of fears or something hidden here with the moon. The moon is all about hidden things, our fears. It also is about our intuition. So it could have, started noticing some red flags, feeling like you were missing out on something was going on, but you didn't know what it was, and it just started like the passion started dying, and there was lacking something. It could have been communication. It could have just been that connection, the harmonious connection, the balance. It was just off. So then, we have the Chariot. This could be a Cancer sign for some of you out there that are Cancers, or your person's a Cancer. This is all about willpower and motivation. And we have the illumination. So we wanted to get to the bottom of it and illuminate what was the problem, what's the fear. We wanted to be happy again. So this could have just caused a lot of conflict, and then you ended up separating or breaking up. Okay, so that's what looks like is going on. So I do feel like some of you are in separation mode right now. And then the cards I pulled out for that was wants and needs. I take stock of my relationships, and I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired, and either may be acquired. But that's getting into Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those. So I feel like right now it's like figuring out, is this necessarily a need that you have to have, or is it something that can be negotiated, because that balance, maybe you both want different things, but is it something that's life-changing that you cannot deal with, you have to have it, or is it negotiable, because that's what relationships are, all about compromise, right? We do have free yourself, though. It's time to take a break and take control of your life. So I kind of feel like this relationship that we're talking about here, somebody's needs it was all about them, whether it's you or them. It was all about my needs, and the other person wasn't really thought about or considered about what they needed, right? So again, it's all about those needs. Then we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay, so again, that balanced energy. I find that very fascinating because today we have that full moon in Aries as well as the sun in Libra. So it's, again, the Libra is about balancing. Aries is about the self. So, balancing those energies. Yes, we need our individual self, but when we're in a relationship, we have to balance that out with the person's other individual self and balance that out so we can come together, right? So then we have, the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. Yeah. See? Yeah, so this is like a feeling like you really belong together, but then you're also individuals. Like those, when they always say you complete me and the jigsaw puzzle comes together. You can't complete someone. It has to be an individual completion. You just balance each other out, and you come together like harmoniously, and they bring out the best in you, you bring out the best in them. That you complement each other. It's not anything about like these fitting together and you're enmeshed and you're not whole without somebody. That's where we got to get out of that. We're whole by ourselves, okay? And then the last few cards I have is some shadow and light cards. So we're going to go ahead and do the shadow part first. It says, I need to be alone. So this might be some soul solitude kind of things right now where people have to figure out, again, what's negotiable, what they're willing to put up with, what they're willing to negotiate with, or what they're not, and then figure out if this is going to work out. Sometimes I become silent because I cannot handle the conflict. So again, somebody might have some like child traumas, some issues of abandonment, communicating, whatever it is. So needing to be alone. Again, that's going into that hermit mode so they can figure out. But I mean, if they're avoiding communication altogether, maybe it's the way they learned, their family taught them how to communicate, where it's always just arguments, or it's all about me and I'm not going to listen to your opinion, whatever it is. And the last shadow is, what did you expect? Roses have thorns. Yeah, so see, every rose has its thorns, so there's always good and bad to every situation, right? It's usually, you be willing to balance that out and compromise with things, and to deal with those thorns, right? The shadows. Now the positive aspects of this relationship is, I am strong in myself and know everything is going to be okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're complete by ourselves, right? And that's where we have to figure. We can't be codependent on someone else making us happy. That is not going to work, right? There's warmth in my heart for you. So there is caring in this relationship, and I'm learning to love myself. Yeah, there you go. So I feel like this today is about, which is very, like I said, very interesting, since we have the Aries full moon tonight with Libra sun, is all about that individuality as well as connection with a relationship. So finding that balance and being able to figure out what we can negotiate and deal with, or what we cannot, what's like a game stopper. So I really feel like there's some kind of separation, and it's because of that energy, figuring out what's good for us individually as well as together. So some of you might have had a relationship where people have been alone for a while and then they come together and it's too much, like too much, like in each other's, like no personal space, no individuality. So if that could be one of the issues, maybe one of you is like always wanting to be with this person and they want to kind of have their own life a little bit, and there might be some jealousy or conflict, whatever it is. That's what the energy is. It's something to do with that. It's going to resonate differently for all of you, but that's the message, the love message today, the daily dose of love for you guys. So take care, and go within and really figure out what you're willing to do, what your fears are, what's blocking you, things like that. So thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye.